Hello, welcome to my room before we move out. In 2 weeks we move out, so this room will be gone by the time you're seeing this. So I just wanted to do one more little tour a couple years after my first one, just to show everything that changed before I packed up. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, this is pretty much going to be the same kind of video I made 2 years ago, and just kind of repeating what I said the last time, except there's more to talk about. So we're going to go into the same L shape kind of thing, and I'll just talk about anything that's changed over the course of the 2 years, because there's been a lot that changed. Anyway, let's get started. Right now there's just like a little candy cane pillow and the Halloween towel. It's basically a towel, but it's not a good towel, so that's why it's hung up. This originally was my old calendar spot, and the two ghosts from the Halloween TikToks video, little decorations that I had over there now in this section. I'll get to that later. Anyway, coming down here, there's a whole new table. This was added back in like July-ish, maybe, sometime during the summer. So I finally had a spot to like put my laptop and everything. Right here this has pretty much stayed the same. The chair with the Michael on it and the Carnotaurus that I got from Dino World and Disney. Which means I now own something from some place that doesn't exist anymore because they just shut it down. But yeah, I got the horror blanket on the chair. Last time it wasn't like that. Up here you have Chucky lights and green lights that were meant to just be for Christmas, but I kept them up. The mask was always there. The lamp, that tornado lamp's been off. That thing is loud as shit.
At Mom's house, just kind of hanging out, watching some ghost hunting videos while working on some of my.
We got, I'm pretty sure this was always here. It's been here for a while, but the giant Slimer wood cutout. That was for one of my birthday parties. I was like 8, 9 maybe. The horror green LED sign. Coming out to the table that I usually just hang out at. Got this little Halloween 2 sculpture thing I got for either Christmas or my birthday, I can't remember. This Halloween Spooky Town house, it's been here for a while. I think it's been around since my birthday of last year, 2025. This like LED multicolored volcano lamp that kind of replaced that lamp and the jellyfish lamp from the original video that I made. Anyway, we got little Lego figures of horror characters. These things sucked to put together because they were not actually Lego. They're like knockoff. So you had to, rather than it like being the head, the torso with the arms, and the legs that you put together to make the minifigure, it was the hair, the head, the torso without the arms or the hands, and then the legs were already connected to the torso. So I had to individually put each arm and each hand together, which really messed up my thumbs. That hurt. There's also little fake wax candles around. There's some over there too. These are new. I made videos on these, the Lego horror characters. This is new. I got this for Christmas, a little Jason stuffed animal. The disco light. It's one of my grandma's friends. When she moved out, she gave me that. Pretty much everything on the wall has been the same except for the Friday the 13th light. That's new. I think the bats might have already been there. These have not. These are the Horror Kids comic cutouts. If you saw my birthday post, my little theme for my birthday was Horror Kids comics, so I made little cutouts of our characters. And after my birthday was done, I just cut off the cutout parts, or the standing parts. I just slapped them on the wall. So there's Adam, there's me. Andrew's up there covered by Friday the 13th, and Kaden's down here. This desk, I think, has changed the most out of everything. First off, you got the giant light back there that shows Horror Kids title on it. That's I got that for Christmas. That one's new. That's really new. The monster figures, these were from 2024, but that was before. That was like, I got the Ben Cooper figures like 2 months after I made that video. So this has been around for a while, but these are technically new in the standpoint of room tour. I think these little Beanie Baby looking things are newer. The Michael and Chucky figure I think are newer. A lot of these came from 2024. This Chucky and the 2 Michaels are new. That was for Christmas. That little duck right there was from Christmas. But I think pretty much everything else stayed the same. I basically just added new little things to just whatever I had. I just threw it out into the room. Anyway, here's a giant poster of the channel mascot for Horror Kids comic theme for her birthday. I think the posters are new, yeah. I printed out some posters and just threw them on my wall. The eyeball lights are still here. They have not moved or been turned on probably since that video, because that even during that video I think they were dead, and they've still been dead for the entire 2 years that video's been out. These all came from my 2D art class from 10th grade, so this was almost last summer. So yeah, my favorite one, actually, I got 2 favorites. So this one, my minis characters with a self-portrait of me. Those lights really make it awful to see. And there we go. Yeah, that's a little self-portrait of me with all my characters. And that's another minis character, or science dude Pablo. On this side was a little signed picture of Freddy Krueger. That's my name. The clock, yeah, the clock is probably newer from that video. So horror clock got it for my birthday a long time ago and put it up. I placed the other clock over there. And last time I did a video like this, my little robot here was in the little costume killer. I call him that because of the comic, but or channel mascot. That was what he was dressed up as. But now he's got a hat I made in my 3D art class, which is based off the hat I wear in the comic. So it's even got the triangular brim to it. And then finishing up, there's this little section that's just some random stuff. I'm still moving boxes out. But yeah, the ghosts from the Halloween TikToks video, I keep forgetting where that came from. Yeah, those have been moved from there to here. They've been there for a long time. There's Horror Kids posters all up there. They used to just be this one, that one right there on the top, in the middle, and it was just these. But now there's a bunch of Halloween night stuff from the last video I talked about with that guy over there, that poster. Yeah, a bunch of posters for Halloween night, Horror Kids comic. That giant one is another project from my 2D art class. That's probably my favorite art other than my self-portrait. That's also from the Halloween Night series. Pretty much every project I made from art class, even now, is based off of something from one of my ideas, like Horror Kids or Halloween Night or minis or anything like that. Yeah, none of these are pretty much, all of these are the same, but the Halloween Night posters. So those 2, those 3, everything up there is new. And this rug, I guess I can talk about this rug. I've had this rug for a long time, a while now. I think it replaced my other rug. That was just a red one, but I don't think I ever had that before that video, but whatever. Pretty sure that's it. I think other than just some... Oh, remember how I talked about this right here? This was before Caden joined the channel. So there was an old one that just had me, Andrew, and Adam on it. Caden was not there. I hinted about Caden going to the channel and saying like there's a potential 4th member. So yeah, that got changed like a year after he joined the channel. This is pretty recent. But yeah, I think I've kind of semi-successfully blabbered on about this room before I move out. So yeah, let me do a couple more shots of what this place looks like before I start packing this place up.